guys, it's your girl MiraB. Thank you guys for tuning in on Tappin' Radio to listen to your girl T with MiraB, the number one show where Jersey supports Jersey. Today I got in the building with me,
Shayla,
and of course Miss Becky on the block, Rebecca.
That's right, my favorite. I love to have women in media on the show. Hey, ladies.
Hey.
So, how you guys been? What's up?
Good. Working. I'm tired, but hey, money is needed, so.
We made it through the summer.
You know,
yes.
I thought Corona was going to be a big change in my life, but then when I quit my job, I cut off every dude I was talking to. So now it's just like, boom, 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 boom. I'm Mount Everest and I'm just tumbling.
You cut off all the dudes.
Yes, I couldn't do it anymore. I can't fake it.
What?
Like, you know when you're bored and so you entertain a whole bunch of people?
Absolutely.
And it's just like, you know, I have a naughty and nice list and everybody needs to get crossed off. Like, I couldn't do it no more.
Okay, well, hey, it be like that sometimes. Sometimes you gotta cut them off to protect your energy, sis. I know what's up.
Right. And
so, ladies, let's get right into it. Have y'all been keeping up with the media lately? Have you guys seen the Toni Braxton thing? A lot of people have been chewing Big Sis because they're not feeling what she said. A fan put something up and basically said something along the lines of, I want to have Toni Braxton sing at my wedding. And she quoted the tweet and said, start saving. So a lot of people immediately got on her and was like, listen, I don't know who you think you are, but your career been over. People been coming like that.
But
Toni Braxton is a legend.
I don't have a problem with that, though, because she's telling you, if you want her, you got to be able to pay for her.
Absolutely.
And I don't know why everybody's so, people get upset with things when they shouldn't. I feel like that's not something you should get mad at. If I say I want Justin Timberlake at my wedding, shouldn't I expect to pay for Justin Timberlake?
Right.
You think he's going to do me a charity? I look like a charity case to you? No, and my wedding is not going to be a charity case either.
Okay. Understood.
Yeah, I feel like it's her quote-unquote wedding. It's her day. Whatever. If that's what she wants, that's what she wants. I feel like maybe it has nothing to do with, the B. Simone thing, but, I think about with her, when she had, a book that came out, right? People were like, well, she's getting her money. Let her do her. Mm-hmm. And I know it's not the same thing, but if that's what she wants for her wedding and those are her expectations and that's what she wants, if you feel offended by start saving, then I'm sorry.
Okay, so you guys have a different perspective. A lot of people out here were trying to humble Toni Braxton.
But it's just
but why humbling her?
Exactly. Why humble her? She's telling you exactly what you got to do.
And like you said, she is a legend. So
she is a legend.
So then what's the... just because she isn't... I don't want to say she isn't relevant, but just because she isn't as big right now doesn't take anything away from it.
That is absolutely
true. She
did
did her part. She is who she is. And that's it.
Absolutely true.
But it's also people forget that just because your career isn't as top tier as it was, because she was in a completely different era, decade, whatever. Mm-hmm. So, with all the people that we got now, if somebody says, oh, I want Cardi B at my wedding, and she was to say save, would people come crazy for her? So to sit there and say, oh, you need to humble yourself, that is disrespectful. Girl, what you pay for what you want.
Right. Absolutely. She later made a tweet explaining herself that she meant it all out of love. And as we just said, it wasn't like that or meant to be
it's not that deep.
Like that. Yeah, it's not that deep. But I just want to know what you guys thought about it. Because a lot of people do that often when it comes to legends or people whose career is not in the moment.
Right.
Who aren't relevant in the moment. So I just want to know what you guys thought about that. Now, you guys know my sis Reginae Carter.
Oh my goodness.
And her relationship with YF and Lucci. That is sometimes on and off and on and off, but is none of our business. Either way, she put something. Let me actually get it for you because I want to read it word for word what she said. Can't get sis words twisted.
If me and somebody got to be on and off multiple times at this point, we're not paying the electricity bill.
I feel like that's a lot of relationships. Whether you know it or not. That's why social media could be dangerous, because some girls and some guys, when they're in their feelings, they want to put stuff on social media, and then people get involved. But if it's on the down low, we just not messing with each other, then nobody knows that. A lot of relationships.
Of course, but what I'm saying is if you're going to constantly be on and off, at one point you're just going to have to cut the subscription for that electricity bill. Because, no, baby, I'm sorry. This is a blackout. We need to cut it off at this point. So,
a question before I read what Reginae said. Are you guys more into having a private relationship life, or do you guys first...
I'm more about a balance, but when I say balance, I'm talking about like 75% private, 25% social.
Right.
But here's the thing. I'm a very private person. But let's say my man or the person that I'm talking to usually posts what he's doing, who he's with, like his little motions.
Right.
But you never want to post me, then that's when it becomes a problem.
Right.
But if we're both like just private, then that's fine. But don't not post me. But as soon as you're with your boys or other girls that are friends, you post them, then I'll feel some type of way.
Absolutely. Okay, understood. Yeah, I like a balance as well. I want it to be private, but also like I don't want it to be a secret.
People know that we together.
Exactly.
Right. I want people to know that we're together, but I don't want it to be like
you definitely gonna see a picture of me and my boo boo stang, hey boo, baby cakes. Like you gonna see all the nicknames I have for him. But if me and him are having a problem, the last thing you're about to see is I can't stand him. That's why I'm about to slash his tires. Like, girl, first of all, if you're gonna slash the tires, you gotta be more low key with it because when he bring you to court, be like, listen, this tweet on July 27th.
My favorite thing is when like, especially like friends or just people they're dating someone. And as soon as them and their partner have an argument, they post like
everything on social media
or I'm single.
Yes,
girl, just let it resonate. A couple hours, a day, and then post that I'm single because you're gonna.
It doesn't even matter.
And then you make yourself look like Boo Boo the fool because now we get to see what it takes to bring you back.
But listen, it's not like. For me, when I was in like middle school, high school, like beginning of high school, this is not something that's just prominent on Instagram and stuff like that. I remember when my one friend, she was so petty. She was dating this boy, and the way that he found out they broke up, she put as her Facebook status, "I am single." And everybody was like, "Wait a minute!" And then so people were like sending him screenshots of it, like on the little Androids, and he was like, "Wait, we broke up." So it's not even like it's something like, oh. People are just now tweeting like I'm single. Like this is something that's always happened. Like people have always done this. Like I'm sure you did that on MySpace and things like that. But it's just like people are attention seeking. That's what people like. People like the attention. People want that. Why? What happened? They like the fact that they're the center of the tea.
Yeah. And before you read this tweet, also a lot of people are scared of just being single. They always feel like they need to be in a relationship, and that's also a big problem, especially in us females. But I'll let you.
Let's see what sis said. So she got on Twitter and she said, "I'm done dating N-words with kids. It be the BMBD love for me. Keep that ish away from me, LOL." So now we know that Lucci has, I don't know if he has like 2 or 3 children already.
But what's it called? Tiny's daughter. What's her name?
Who's Anit?
Yeah, she commented on her live and she was like, I don't know why you guys always assume that she's with Lucci. Y'all need to stop connecting her name with Lucci.
So they could bring a new man into the air, right?
And it's just like, girl, if you make the tweet, we're going to assume
we know what you're
tweet.
doing. Exactly. You're throwing the shade, okay? Right. We know what you're doing.
And if the shoe fits, wear it. Like, why are you bringing his name up? Because the shoe fits. Like... Clearly it is.
Who else did she... Well, we don't know her business, but at the end of the day, who else has she dated recently who had children?
And it's just like, if she is low-key about it, she should have said another tweet because she knows everybody's going to assume something. So let's say if it was somebody else, and I would have been like, it's not about who you think it is. And I would be like, oh, okay. All right. Let me shut up then. But if you're not saying that to clear the air, if you're going to make a tweet so public and not justify the tweet in public, then don't get mad when everybody has a public opinion of what it is.
Would you guys date people with kids?
That was my next question. Me, personally, no.
I'm glad you said no and not never, because never say never.
No, not never, because obviously, I'm going to get older someday, but at the age of 22, no, I'm not.
Right.
Shayla, you can answer.
What, Rebecca? Why all the coughs and stuff?
You can go before I answer.
Okay, Shayla, what's up?
I mean, that's not what I'm searching for. No, I'm not trying to be a stepmother.
Exactly.
And it's also like, it's not even hate or whatever, because at the end of the day, I would always want you to put your kids first. As someone that was raised by a single mother, I will never have a man and not have him take care of his kids. That's out of whatever the story, whatever it is. But yeah, no, that's not what I'm looking for.
But to even have to speculate, to even have to observe how you treat your kid and what's the communication with your baby mother, that's too much for me.
And she always is going to be a part of his life.
Exactly. You have to understand that. What, Rebecca? Rebecca, you talked to somebody with kids before?
No.
She had to, because she is sitting there She did.
But it's just like, I always find out they have kids after the fact. Like, when it's over, that's when I find
Is that okay? Shouldn't that be like a first
Girl,
conversation thing?
like, I'm the type of person, I'm like, oh, so is there anybody in your life that I should know about? And if you tell me no, and I look at you, I'm like, I'm not a type of person
What that
who's
sounds like.
I'm not the type of person to be like, are you sure? But I'll look at them like, you mean like no kids, no nothing? They're like, nah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, dag. And then I come and find out that you got 6 kids, and I'm sitting here like,
I feel like that's like, hi, my name is X, and I have 3 kids. Like, just say it like right off the bat before I even, he kind of cute, he this, like, no, just tell me.
My rules when it comes to dating somebody with kids, I always say I would prefer, my complete preference is somebody without kids. But the only way, like the way that I will allow myself to break that like strong preference is if I'm 35 and still single.
She said 35, y'all.
Or I'm 60 and up
age
and divorced.
Like
Because like I feel like once you hit 35, everybody done had a kid already. Right?
Yeah,
and once you're 60 and divorced, they have grown kids. So I'm gonna have to be a part of that situation somehow. Those are the only ways probably right now that I would break my preference to dating somebody with a kid.
Okay, I feel like the only way that I would break my preference would be for him to sit me down and let's have a conversation solely about that. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people want to kind of have a conversation and brush over the topic really fast. Yeah, I got kids and that's that. Like, no.
But what do you think a conversation would change? Like at the end of the day, he still got a kid.
No. But a conversation, it gives me the opportunity to choose what I want to do next. You know what I'm saying? Rather than, like I said.
I also feel like within that conversation, he would probably give more details of the relationship with the baby mother.
I need all of that. I need, what's the relationship with you and your child? Do you guys even speak? Just as you have one, don't mean y'all speak. Right. It doesn't mean you're a great father. It doesn't mean you have a healthy communication with your baby mother. It doesn't mean that the child was intended for you to have. I need to know that.
They always going to say they're a good father.
I need to know, did you guys plan this baby? Yeah.
People love to fake the fun.
It's all of that.
It's true, though.
It's very true. Like, I know many men who will sit there.
Is that too invasive, Bam? Bam's in the back with commentary, y'all.
Again, this is coming from someone that was raised by a single mom, so I have biases.
I have 3 male friends who have custody of their kids.
No, and shout out.
Okay, but that's what's up. Those people who step like you step up.
And that's the guy who might break my, what did you call it? Oh, break my preference.
But again, there's bad moms and bad fathers, and let me not, lean a little bit one way. But there's
my thing is, there's a lot of men that I know from personal experience. They love to look like a great father once it comes to Father's Day, and the rest of the 364 days in leap year 365, they never see their kid. They pull that I'm here to pick up my kid type move.
What was that movie?
Pick up their kid and drop their kid. I'll be back next week.
Yes.
Like, I know a lot of men, there's a lot of mothers like that too, who like to sit there and be like, I'm a great mom. I take care of my kids.
Drop your kids off to parents.
Right.
Live their life.
Be like, Mom, here you go. I'm about to drop off little Yee. And you take care of him.
So that's the thing. So once you have that conversation, right? And maybe let's skip the conversation. Say you're talking to someone and they say they have a kid. Okay, y'all dating. How long does it take per se to play stepmom? Or do you have to play stepmom? Do you have to get involved?
I feel like that's a very touchy because I always put myself in that shoe. If I was the mom, I don't want no one playing stepmom.
See, but that's unrealistic because you have to have some sort of relationship with the child.
We can have a relationship. That doesn't mean you a stepmom. The mom here. My kid is not.
Honey.
You living in my house.
It's not the fact that you being a stepmom. It's going to come out to be. Like, if I was to say break my preference and date a man with a kid, I will be cordial. Me and that kid will be cordial. Okay. We will have, like, a boundary of friendship. Like, I will never cross into that.
But you're not a stepmom.
Of course not.
It doesn't have to be labeled per se stepmom, but you know what I'm saying. Like when do you begin doing things for that child? Like,
okay, but still, that's your kid. That's you and your baby mother's kid. You guys have been working with this child and doing what you have to do with this child before I came into the picture. Don't call me and tell me, can I pick up your child?
Okay.
No.
Because it's not your responsibility.
That's not my
kid. I would do
or obligation.
I think it depends. If the kid lives with the father, then but you're going to be in the house the majority of the time you guys are dating. So maybe as time goes by, she'll, grow more attached to you because the person that you see the most, that's the person you're going to talk to or whatever. But if the child lives with the mom and they only see the father on weekends or here and there, she's just gonna he or she is just gonna see you. Hi, how are you? Whatever. But I don't think that makes you a stepmom unless the child is living in that house where you're visiting every day.
But also,
right.
when it comes, but it's as females, we're naturally, most females are naturally nurturing. Mm-hmm. So I love kids, right? I'm obsessed with them. Like, if I see a kid, like, you could drop the kid off to me for the rest of the party and I'll be with it.
But you just said you wouldn't pick up your man's child.
Catch him.
I was saying, when it comes to, like, the responsibility factor, that kid is not my responsibility. Mm-hmm. Picking your child up from school, that's you and your baby mother's responsibility. Right. Especially if me, like, if I'm going to sit there and play stepmom, quote unquote, me and that baby mama gonna have to have a conversation because I don't got time for this. Like,
I feel like that's out of respect, though,
yeah,
and as you should, because a woman who doesn't like want to have any communication with me, but is around my child, that's not, you know what I'm saying? That's
then,
not
like,
for me.
I feel like then we'll sit there and establish, like, okay, I'm with your baby father. You guys did not work out, and I don't know. Like, don't sit there and say, like, I don't know if you want him, because what? I'll look at a female like, no, because now I do want him. Now what's up? Like, you know, just to be petty, but I'm saying, like, after that conversation, I'll say to them, like, if you ever need help, then you can come to me. But if me and that lady have never had a conversation about it, me and him have never had a conversation about it, to sit there and really open the dialogue of what you would like, how you expect the relationship to go with me and this kid, then that's where I'm saying I'm not picking you up from school. But that's because we didn't make a clear guideline of what needs to happen.
See why I said I would have to have that conversation?
Yeah, but I think not only just with him, also with her. But again, that's like after you've been dating for a few months.
So you have to talk to the kid as well. I mean, it depends on the age too. But.
Yeah, but not like, oh, we just started talking or messing and then, oh, I need to talk to your baby mother. No, that's like after we've been established, like we're good,
exclusive,
we're strong, and then you'll bring like other people.
But it's like, and sometimes I realize, because I know one of my friends, they tried to do that, like to be cordial with the baby mother because they really liked the guy that they were dating. So like there was a time they all went to Walmart together and everything like that. And the baby mom just kept saying slick comments the whole time. And I'm just like, you see, that's something I couldn't allow for myself, because love your kid and all, glad y'all have y'all relationship, but I will come crazy for your baby mother. I'll put her in check. I'll do it respectfully, but if she does it again, she gonna be real upset. She gonna want to fight me in this Walmart.
Well,
because I'll be the one. I'll stop everything. So, do you have a problem? Because if it's so, we can speak outside, or you can speak to me in the clothing aisle. Which one do you want to do?
I'm dead, Rebecca. I'm dead.
Because you know there's some shady baby mothers. There's
absolutely
some real shady baby mothers, and I
had a friend who had that as well.
It's worse with baby mothers than it would with baby fathers.
There's toxic baby fathers.
I feel like it's just.
But I feel like baby mothers, they're like more bitter.
They both are.
I don't feel like it's a more than a more.
Yeah, they're equal.
I just feel like you're going to get what you get. It depends on the person who you have that child with. Because for I done seen it all at this point.
And also, mother-in-laws sometimes are very like, you know.
I like your baby mama better.
And I really, really want to have like a strong relationship with my partner's like family. But I also have to understand like that might not always be the case, which sucks because like I'm very close to my mom. So I would want someone that, you know, I want their mom to like me. Right. But it's not always going to be the case.
Okay, right? So I have a question. So say that you are dating someone. Say you're dating a person for like multiple years now. Okay? And you have a very close relationship with the mom, brother, sister, cousin. You're in. All right. Come to find out, the mom was aware the whole time that your partner was cheating.
You see?
But you decide to forgive your partner after taking some time to yourself and talking it over with him. You decide to forgive him and come back. Do you have that conversation with the mother now that you're back? Like,
girl, Shayla, you
well,
can go first.
I don't blame her because at the end of the day, she's not my mom.
All right, but she's playing mom. She's mother-in-law.
Yeah, but they're always gonna choose their kid.
No, Shayla, that's messed up.
No, that is, but I can't like come at her and be like, "Oh, why didn't you tell me? I thought we were like." I can't. Like, who am I?
Not why didn't you tell me?
Maybe if we've been dating for like 5-6 years, like we've been dating. But if we were dating for a year and I thought that, like, I would talk to her about it, but I wouldn't like clock her and come crazy.
Not come crazy, but I would definitely have to say.
I'll bring it up.
Like, yeah. Okay.
Like,
So,
I
what
know.
can you say?
No, I'll just say straight up, like, not even I heard. I would want to say, this person told me that you knew X person was cheating on me. Why didn't you tell me?
I feel like I would have to say, like, going forward, I don't want, you know.
No,
what I'm
I would
saying?
still want the relationship.
I feel like
it's on me.
How can you trust her or
What?
him?
It's his fault, not the mom.
It's
he
not.
cheated.
But she kept it from you and played mom.
But okay, the mom told you. He still cheated. Like, there's still not.
It doesn't change
defeat the
anything.
purpose.
Yeah, no, it does not change anything but the relationship you have with her.
Yeah, maybe I won't tell her like this or that, but at the end of the day,
I feel
I
like I
don't
would have
think
to
it's
be,
her.
like, isolating
Because what
myself
if it
from
was
then
your
on.
son? Maybe you would tell your whatever your mother.
Maybe give the girl a hint or something.
Okay, but some girls do have hints,
It
but
depends.
until they see it, they're like, "Oh, I didn't."
This is a relationship of 5 or 6 years. Let's put a number there.
Yeah, I
because
would definitely bring it up. Like, I thought we were close. I thought, like, we had this type of relationship, but I guess we don't.
Okay.
But I would still keep it cordial.
Rebecca?
That family does not owe you any loyalty.
Wow.
That's what I said.
Okay? So
I do not feel this way.
No, because even all right. So let's take this away from family, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have his guy friends. They're super close. They're like his brothers. They're like everything to him.
Mm-hmm.
They will sit there and see him doing all these nice things for you, but still take him to the club to introduce him to all these different females and allow him to sleep with him, and they will take him home
And play in your face.
to play part-time boyfriend, right? They don't owe you any loyalty.
Part-time.
They don't owe you any
not talking
loyalty.
about guy friends,
but I'm
though.
saying, regardless of the factor, friends, family, they don't owe you any loyalty.
But if anything, that's blood.
okay.
We talk. She said mother-in-law.
But at the same time, they don't owe you any loyalty. Because, all right, you got a friend who's cheating. You gonna tell her boyfriend that she cheating?
Yes.
I will.
Oh, my friend. Oh, I'm sorry. I think I heard that wrong then. My friend is cheating.
Let's say your best friend, one of your friends, they're cheating on their boyfriend.
I wouldn't tell my friend, but I would get on my friend's butt. Anybody who knows me knows I don't. No contradiction.
But yes, it is because your friend's not gonna tell them. If your friend is cheating, it's clearly because he or she's trying to get away with it.
See, here's what I would do.
See?
No, it's the same
but
thing.
Your loyalty lies to that one person.
Right.
You might love the boyfriend. You might like him and everything. But you don't owe your friend's boyfriend any loyalty. Your loyalty is to your friend. Just because she's a cheater in a relationship does not mean that it's any less than in your friendship.
I feel like I would have to at least really, really chew my friend out. Like I really would have to.
Okay, but it's like at the same time,
even if
I'm
you
the type
do,
of person. I will tell my friends, because I've had friends who cheated on their boyfriend. And they'll come to me every time and say, yeah, I just slept with da-da-da-da. And I'm like, so why don't you just break up with him? And if the excuse does not sound relevant to me,
there is no excuse.
I'm about to say, you just said excuse.
Well, if it's just an excuse at the end of the day, I'm going to tell them, listen, I don't even want to hear about your stories because I actually like him and I feel like you're doing him really dirty. I'm going to be very vocal with my friend. Just like I'm pretty sure the mom would be very vocal with her son. I don't like that you doing that to her son. But at the end of the day, it's your choice.
But what about the playing in your face? I think the issue for me more so is the mom playing in your face as if everything is cool.
But it's not playing because that's just like you. Right, exactly.
No, because honestly, to be 100% honest with you guys, if my friend was cheating on her boyfriend and I really liked him, I would grill her and tell her about herself all the time. Okay, to the point I would have to separate myself from him. Like I would have to, my relationship with him will grow distant now because I know my friend is doing you wrong. And I can't look you in the face and constantly like, oh hey, such and such boyfriend, play cool as if I don't know she's doing you dirty.
But my thing is, at the end of the day, like I've had, like I said, my friends, they're cheating on their boyfriends. So every time their boyfriends come around me, like I have that secondhand guilt. Like I'm sitting there,
you know what I'm saying?
But at the end of the day, my loyalty lies with my sons. Even though I want to deck her in her throat.
Does your loyalty fall if you distance yourself from the boyfriend?
It's not, but you never had loyalty to them. Remember that. You never had loyalty to the boyfriend. Because even if, let's say, that you know your best friend's cheating on her.
I don't know.
Like, your best friend's cheating on her boyfriend. And you go to the club and you see that her boyfriend is kissing up on another girl. Because of your loyalty to your friend, even though you know your friend cheating on him, I'd be like, sis, she was cheating on you too. Just, you know.
Just don't
I really
cheat.
will walk over there and say something myself,
Right,
but you know what?
Right. Because, like, at the end of the day, like, y'all both cheat
That's
on
my
each other.
sis.
So, but,
Right.
I'll definitely be throwing hints. If you're my friend and you're doing that, I will be throwing hints. And I'm sorry, just don't tell me. Cause
That's how I feel as well. Like,
Don't-
you can't tell somebody like me that.
Because then if your man cheat, you can't even be mad because you've
But
been
it's
doing
like-
the same thing.
I believe in karma.
I'm so subliminal with my stuff, though. Like, I really throw, like, you know, you gotta read between the lines sometimes, because I'll be, like, I'm shady like a leaf, right? Like, you know how the leaf got that little ounce of shade right there? Like, I'll be shady like the leaf. Like, I'll be like, She like, I love him so much. I bet you do. Like, that's all.
Oh, stuff like that. Okay. I understand.
Like, I happened to me before, and the guy looked at me. He's like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "I'm just not feeling good. I'm gonna go home." Like, it's just because, like, she was really in his
I feel like that's
face.
how I would have to be.
She was really in his face, but at the end of the day, like I said, I don't owe her loyalty. And just because I don't agree with what my friend is doing, and I know karma's gonna hit her when karma hits her, that's not my karma.
Yeah, but
that's
I don't
not
feel
my
like it was
secret
ever
to
her
hold.
face.
You don't feel like that's your karma because you played a part in it.
Oh,
knew.
But I didn't tell her go cheat.
You didn't tell her go cheat, but you didn't
if she-
tell her about herself.
But
No,
listen,
I've had friends not tell me things because they know I'm a very blunt person.
Same thing.
So they will not tell me things because they know who I am. Like,
Same
I don't
thing.
care. I'm the type of person, I don't do things to people that I don't like being done to me.
Exactly.
So if I don't like to get cheated on, I'm not going to cheat.
Exactly.
Again, if my friend is cheating on somebody, don't come to me complaining about, oh, he's cheating on me when I know you're also doing him dirty. Like,
But
I
that's what I'm
don't
saying.
want to hear about it.
But I'd be very vocal about it. I'd say, listen, if you don't want to be with him, leave him. That's what everybody always says. That's the number one thing to tell anybody who you know is cheating. If you don't want to be with them, leave them.
But you know something about that too. Girls love. I'm not gonna generalize it, but a lot of girls like the mean man, like a little aggressive. And
She
then when
said,
they
"You
have
see?"
listen to me. But then when they have a nice guy, treats you good, takes you out on dates, and how are you? Girls be like, why he so like?
I know, like something
Are you trying to be
missing.
shady?
Because I'm the same way.
Shayla knows
okay.
how we like them, so she knows.
No, so I'm the same, and I genuinely I don't understand, because then when you have the guy that like texts you here and there, it's like, yo,
He's too clingy.
And
Oh my
it's like,
god, he's getting on my
It's
nerves.
really funny that you said that, because I saw that a meme today. It's like there's a side-by-side
So
picture.
what do I want?
So she sent a picture to two guys, and the one guy said cute, and the other one was like, oh my gosh, you look so good. Yes, is that new foundation? They're like, who are you going to respond to? They're like, she's going to respond to the one who's like gassing her, but she's still going to choose the one who just said cute at the end of the day. And I was just like, that's crazy.
Why is that?
Because that's happened to me before, because girls like chasing. We like that mysterious factor.
that's so
but it's just
bad.
like, as you get older, you get sick and tired of that. But then at the same time, you don't even realize that
You think we
gravitate
like
to it.
chasing?
I don't even think it's.
It's
I like
about the
to be
mysterious
chased.
factor. It's the mysterious factor. Like, if he just says cute, you're like, no, I want to drag more out of him. It's like you want to pull and pull and pull.
But for me, I think I have a very strong personality. So if I have somebody that's easily like maneuvered, or, like, I don't want that. I
Right.
want someone like, I'm not telling you like aggressive like crazy, but you know, I'm a very strong-minded person. So I need someone up to that level, if not higher. Some men are just very, I don't know.
It's like, that's why I always tell people I don't like someone who's nonchalant. Like, because I'm the type of person, if I'm talking to you and then I'm like, I say something, you be like, what you mean, Because then you're going, can you relax? No, because at this point, I feel like you're giving me whatever energy you feel like you want to throw my way to shut me up. And that's not going to shut me up. That's going to rile me up. Like, whew.
I understand that. No, I definitely understand that. I feel like I hate when people shut down on me. Like,
So do you give men like a little? I love I'm doing this. Like, you said you like to be chased. So what do you mean by that?
Let's be real.
You want someone
We play
who's-
hard to get.
But how hard to get do you play?
I don't stretch it. I don't
Like,
stretch it.
not
But just because you come up to me
replying, or-
and no, just because you come up to me and you say like you want my number doesn't mean you have to get it. You know what I'm saying? Who are
Right.
you first? Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of girls I feel like can be easy to just give these men what they want, and like that's why certain men find themselves like taking advantage of that woman. Whereas though I just feel like just a little chase. Not everything's so like.
My problem is I don't play hard to get. I am hard to get, and the only reason why I am hard to get is because I've been single for so long that I've grown this comfortability. Like I've grown this, like, you know, this armor where it's just like it's gonna take a lot for me to take off this helmet for you real quick. Like it's just like that's why I tell people like I'm very hard to get because I have such a case over my feelings. I have a case over myself. It's very hard for you to even get in that way. Like, you can't even, like, me catching feelings for you.
But do you want a relationship?
You see, I say I want one, but also I'm a very comfortable person. I'm very content with being single and being independent and focusing on myself. And that's why I hate when people are like, oh, she's a strong, independent woman. It's just like, you know, people use that as a negative, like, way to talk about a female, but... It's like, that's really me, though. Like, I'm so independent, and it's just like, you see all these stories of relationships, and you hear, like, you know, of personal experience, you see these relationships, and you're just like, that's why I'm so content with being single. And it's just like,
everything that glitters ain't gold.
But also, when you see relationships, especially on social media, they all look all beautiful. Like, oh, I want to go on a date. But relationships takes a lot of work, a lot of time, and a lot of energy. So... as someone that's trying to, you know, grow her career, just graduated college, it's like, you need to make time for it all because it is possible, but I feel like it does take a lot of you to be in a relationship.
Absolutely.
And I'm not a drama person, but I don't know. I feel like men they just always tap out. And I'm like, I'm really not that hard of a person. Like, can you just... I saw, like, what was this meme that I was like... Instead of telling me, oh, so what do you want to do?
Oh, my God, yes.
Just tell me, I'm picking you up at 7. We're going to eat at X place.
Well, I don't know if I like that, though, because then it comes off to me as controlling.
So what if you want someone to be like, yo,
okay,
shorty,
no.
let's go out on
But
Friday?
if every single time you want to hang out with me is... So what do you want to do?
Oh,
every time? Not one time you can't set something up?
I understand that.
My problem is because I'm the type of person, if I tell you, oh, let's hang out, and you're like, what you want to do? I'm like, oh, I saw this on Instagram. I think we should do this.
Right.
How do you feel about that? I'm going to give suggestions. I'm not going to tell you exactly what you want to do. But, you know, if you give me a suggestion, you'd be like, listen, I saw this. I'm like, I would love to go that. Like, go to this. Do you want to do that with me? That's like, okay. Suggestions. Let me pick and
Work
choose.
with me. Help me.
Right.
You.
Like, don't tell me, oh my gosh, Shayla knows this story. I was talking to a guy and he said to me, oh, like he told me how he's gonna get a new apartment. I was like, I want to go like see your apartment one day. Like I love giving housewarming gifts. I don't know, I just love doing that. You got a piece of me in your house. But so like I was like, oh my God, like I would love to give a housewarming gift. Like I love giving housewarming gifts. He's like, yeah, we could like the day that me and you chill, you can come over. I'm like, okay, so what are we gonna do for the rest of the day? This man said to me, Netflix. I'm sorry, you want me to drive an hour to watch TV?
I like being home,
now,
but I
had
feel
he
like...
said that differently, would that have made it better for you?
What?
Like, had he say, okay, I got Netflix, but it's set up in the trunk of my car. I decked it out. And, like, I just saw this on Twitter and I thought it was so cute. But it was like, you know what I'm saying? Say he, like, decked it out and made a cute scenery. Yeah. Like, is it just the Netflix that you're not down for? Is it just, like...
But my thing is, it's just something about just sitting in a house. Because I can sit in my own house. And it's just like, if me and you are going to hang out and whatever... I want to do something that doesn't require me to be sitting in the house doing the same thing I could have did sitting at...
That scared me.
Sitting in my house doing the same thing that I'm going to be doing at your house.
Right.
Like, unless you tell me, like, oh, like, you know, we could come over and we could do, like cooking and things like that. Like,
cooking with Netflix. Right, so it does change.
Cooking with Netflix. But if you're going to tell me we just going to be watching Netflix and you think I'm really about to sit there and just look at you in your face.
Now, did you know him already? Like, because if Netflix was the very first date, then...
No.
Okay, so you didn't know him like that. Okay.
That was going to be the first link up. And you told me Netflix.
So, no.
Like, it's not like me, you hung out 3 times, and you be like, all right, you want to come over for Netflix?
Right,
like,
that's when I understand.
I'll possibly drive an hour to see you. That's just like, I've talked to guys in New York, and they'll say, "Oh, we can watch Netflix." You think I'm about to take an hour and a half train, take the subway, walk 3 blocks to your house to sit down on your couch to watch Netflix?
I don't know. I feel like that's more of a thing when we're already dating.
Exactly.
Or if
Right.
we've already seen each other and we already feel comfortable, whatever, we've gone out to eat, we've done things.
Exactly.
I totally agree.
The first date, it's like, well, I don't even know if that would be considered a
That's
date.
not even a date.
I totally
That's not a
agree. And it's
date.
so funny. I have a friend who had this exact same situation. Shout out to my sis. She knows her name, and if she listening, she know what's coming right now. I had a friend who was dating a guy, and their working schedules conflicted a lot. So basically, he's like a correctional officer. So obviously, he's getting off late, right? Sis, get the men with the bag. Yes, sis.
Okay.
Go ahead, girl.
What? Let him know. Did he got any prisoners who's coming out
I'm
soon?
dead, Rebecca. Oh my gosh. But anyway, so their schedules conflicted a lot, which meant that if they did go out on a date, it would have to be later in the day. Later in the day, I'm talking about 10, 11 o'clock. That's how much
Okay,
it
you
conflicted.
can get creative, I guess.
So, well, it's also Corona. Keep that in mind.
Applebee's open.
Right.
She said Applebee's.
Right.
Right. So, boom. He wanted her to come out, and they've been trying, and it just didn't work. But eventually, one day, they found like 2 hours of free time to come chill, and he invited her over to his house. So, you know, her first thing was, wait, it's our first link up. Why am I coming to your house? So it became a big thing, and like he kind of like cut her off or whatever, and she's texting me right now. It became a big thing, and he was like turned off and felt like she kind of jumped the gun. And she didn't like wait for him to explain his intention. She just immediately assumed, since we're going to your house, this is like, you know. So what do you think? Like, is she in the wrong? Is he in the wrong? What do you think?
Did he ever explain what his intentions
He
were?
never explained it to her, but he told me. Because obviously, like I told you, I'm very protective of my friends. I need to know, why did you do that?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like
Is she wrong to expect that? A lot of guys do that.
I don't think she's wrong. I think I totally understand why she did what she did, because I probably would have done the same.
It's nothing wrong with asking, why am I coming to your house?
Yeah. I don't think.
I have a
or
quick
what are we
question.
going to do in your house?
That's what she said.
So you spoke to the guy, right? Mm-hmm. Are you comfortable telling us what the intentions were? Because I feel like I need a little bit more detail.
Well, he said the thing is he just got a new house. So his thing was he wanted her to come over to see how he kicks it. That's what he said. I wanted her to come see how I live. I just got a new apartment. I just got new furniture.
Okay.
I wanted to show off. I wanted her to come chill for a bit, and then we go out to eat.
First of all, you could have said that.
What was wrong with saying that? Exactly.
But my thing is, why do I need to see what your house look like? I mean, like for me, like I said, housewarming gifts. But like, if that's not what she liked, then that's not what she likes. Mm-hmm. But it's just like an apartment typically has one bedroom, one living room, a kitchen, a bathroom. What else am I seeing?
No, but like Amira said, just tell me that's what you want.
Exactly.
Okay.
Or
we're gonna go eat after.
Right.
Okay.
Like I want to show you my apartment, and then like, or and she'd be like, I like guys who ask me like, are you okay with that? Mm-hmm. Like, you know, like saying like, you know, I wanted to show you my house. Like, are you okay with coming to see my house?
I feel like that's what I said. I told him, I feel like he should have just told her in advance, like, hey, such and such and such about my house. I just moved here. I want you to see. Then we go out to eat. But he just kind of never said that. And just,
I don't know why people have such a problem with vocalizing what they like. I
feel like once she jumped the gun, he got turned off and shut down.
But
which is what most men do.
So after you talked to him, he just deaded her.
He deaded her. Like once she asked that question, he said what he said and deaded her.
Men, like, why do you give up so easily?
But
why?
Why is that a turn? You see, I don't understand. Men,
I'm gonna find this quote.
He felt like she was questioning his character. Like,
first of all, okay, she has every right to question her character.
Right.
How many times has a man
she doesn't know you
for Netflix to chill?
You know, honestly.
Right. I don't know you. So what do you want me to do? You want me to pull up, and what you want me to do? I'm going to sit on your couch, and next thing I know, your hand getting real comfortable on my left thigh.
Exactly. So there's nothing wrong with asking.
Bye.
A lot of guys A lot of guys try to get offended with the whole N-words ain't ish slogan. And like, oh, I'm not that. I have nothing to do with that. You know, you guys never heard a guy like get upset with that?
Oh, girl, I've had guys snap on me.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so I feel like that's what he was.
I'd be like, well, they'd be like, why are you single? I'd be like, because a lot of men ain't, you know? And they'd be like, well, I'm not a lot of men. Okay, prove me wrong.
Oh, my God.
And then prove me right.
I love my favorite. Oh, lucky for you, I'm me, not.
Oh, my God.
Oh, I never got that.
My
That's
favorite
a little
one was
too cocky.
They'd be like,
No,
well, I'm
I
different.
like that. but it's just
Ooh,
like
Shayla.
No, I like a confident man, but it's also like you not living up to that. So you literally part of the men. Mm-hmm. Like if you're gonna say that, make sure you leveling up to that. Mm-hmm. But that's fine.
I thought you were about to look for something pertaining to that.
No, I am going, but I haven't found it yet.
Like, I used to hate, and it's just like, I'm glad this phrase kind of died down. It's because like, a lot of guys used to hit me with the, but I'm different. Mm-hmm. Boy, y'all want to be that song so bad. I'm different. Yeah, I'm different. Like, y'all want to be like that so bad, but you're not.
This says, well, it's like a whole big quote, but I just like this sentence. It says, see, the easy things in life hold no weight. It is easy to love someone when they are perfect, when they are soft and light, when they are filled with hope and happiness. But loving someone when they are wearing their flaws like an apology, when they are breaking down, or when they are carrying hurt within them, that is what it means the most. That is when it means the most. So basically, like, if they're not holding no weight, like, why are you giving up so easily? Like, if I don't reply one time, if you're really trying to talk to me, you hit me once again. Like, you get me? Like, I'm not saying all the time, like, triple text me every day. Mm-hmm. But if the conversation was dead and I stopped replying, what does it hurt you to send me a text the next day?
This is where me and Shayla always bump heads. Because I always say, whoever sent the last text message is the person. Like, you're supposed to, like, let's say I'm the one who sent the last text message. You're supposed to respond to me.
Okay, but what if the conversation was over?
A text message goes in, out, in, out, in, out. It doesn't go in, out, 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 out. No, that's not how it works.
But if the conversation is over, if I'm the only one engaging in the conversation, there's only so much you could give until it's like... And a lot of men are bad texters.
I'm a terrible texter.
So
I am a bad texter, but if I like you,
if you want to talk to me, you'll put in that effort.
Like, okay. But my thing is, also, I'm the type of person, I'm a terrible texter, but when I do respond, I give you a good amount of content to pick from. Like, I give you a good chunk of stuff. Like, if you ask me, tell me about yourself, I will tell you my name, date of birth.
Girl, you gassing
Zodiac,
it, right?
I'm dead serious.
Something to respond to, though.
Sign, age, I'll tell you what are my likes, my dislikes, favorite food. Like, I'll tell you everything you need to know, because at this point I copy and paste, because I hate getting to know people. Everybody asks me, tell me. I
hate that process too.
Yeah, like, tell me about yourself. Be like, oh my gosh, I hope you have a great day. Like, I don't really care about your day because I'm just getting to know you.
Do you guys like a guy who constantly refers to you as sexy or cutie or good morning, sexy? Hey, what you doing, cutie? I don't like that. It's very 40-year-old like.
Girl, you are talking to my spirit right now, because over the weekend I got hit I just hate when guys tell, like, you know, when they make their intentions clear. Like, I like when you make your intentions clear, but there's a way about going. Like, Shayla hates when I say this. Like, she'd be like, Rebecca, you want a guy who's gonna sit there and be like, you know, try and get you sexually, like, and things like that.
But when they do that, you clock them.
There's a difference. But there's a difference between doing it and being nasty with it, or doing it and being like, you know, Shayla,
I just don't like it.
You know exactly what I'm saying.
Not too much.
You know exactly what I'm saying.
Let me make love to you.
Like, should no man tell me that you won't be in my guts all night. That's not cute. That's a turn off.
Well, wait, it depends when it's said, though. You know what I'm saying? If you guys are dating and together, and you know, you guys maybe come from an event
and know each other.
Then that's too soon. It's too soon.
Tell me clear
it's
up.
Too soon.
You know what? Obviously, let me find the text message that I'm talking about.
Oh,
that
God.
Shayla just did.
No. But what I'm saying is, Rebecca says that she loves honesty. So that was a guy being honest. Clearly, he's not trying to get to know you. That's his intention. That's him.
But
absolutely.
So
why are
you get what you asked for?
Right.
But the thing is, if I ask you I always ask somebody, what's your intentions? And if you tell me what your intentions are, and then you start texting me on some freak nasty stuff, and I put a stop to it.
And your intentions are not freak nasty.
Like, of course I want to get freak nasty, but I'm not talking to you just to get freak nasty, because I can get that from any man in my DM.
Okay.
But they're not getting my attention. I'm giving you my 1 cent, 2 cent in a response.
So how do you say that? Like, how do you say... How did you deal with that is the better question.
So, basically... So this man, he texted me, and I didn't respond. Like, okay, so he texted me sporadically, and I'm one who matches energy in text. Like, I texted on Thursday, he responded Friday, and so then he texted me Saturday, so I didn't respond Saturday. I was going to respond on Sunday, because since you taking a day, I could take a day.
I match energy.
I
do the same thing.
You take 6 hours, I'm going to take
do the
6
same
too.
It depends how much I want you.
It don't matter if you show.
I just have to go off of the energy you give
If
me.
someone's showing you inconsistencies, I match inconsistencies.
You already showed me, like, I can't even take you serious. Now, granted, if you explain to me, that's why I love communication. If you explain to me, like, hey, I have this job, I work this many hours, and it's like, I can't get back to you as fast as you may need me to, I'm understanding.
But how do you feel about men that do say that, but they posting on social media and doing everything there?
Ooh.
So you busy, but only when it's convenient.
Right.
You can't reply to
See,
a
now
text,
that's the issue
you can post
then.
on social media.
Yeah.
Right. But okay, so the text message has said, so like I didn't respond to, and so on Sunday he hit me with a question mark. He's like, well, if you're not going to respond, so why the heck did you give me your number? But he didn't say heck, he said the F word, right?
Ooh.
And so I have a problem with people cursing at me first, especially if I don't curse at you. Don't curse at me, because now when I curse you out, you're going to say like, dag, I didn't even know you knew that curse word. I know them all, baby, from A to Z.
I'm crying. Wait, backtrack. You ignored him for one day, right? One
Mind
day,
you, he
said
didn't
that.
respond to me for one day. So that's how the energy he was coming with. Mm-hmm. So I was like, see, what we're not about to do is curse at me so you can relax. I have forgot to respond just like you did, right? He said, what's good, though? Come over so I can beat your guts up. I'll send you my address.
I don't even know what to say. What did you say? No, he's done. He's canceled.
Girl.
That's not how you talk to a woman. This is what I'm talking about.
That's
He
what I'm
has to be
saying.
like
But
14.
Shayla's over here talking about something. Oh, you always want somebody who's gonna be freak nasty. Okay, but there's a way.
she said
You
honest.
honest.
You wanted somebody
Okay,
that was honest.
So what if he would have said, "Oh, come to my house. We're gonna eat dinner and do this."
But
But
Shayla,
that's what he wanted. That's what he telling me.
Shayla, of course, you know all true intentions show themselves afterwards. But remember, what started this conversation? I asked you what your intentions were, and you gave me a baseline. So I'm expecting this baseline to go up so your actions can prove to me, right? But once I see that this is what you're doing, you showed your true intention.
And you talk about being
because
guts.
like you know those things where it's like
Right.
right, and these guts like baby boy guppy.
Guys
stop
say a lot
playing
of
me.
things and think that it's cute, and it's really not.
Really
And that's just like
But
my
I don't
thing
know
is-
how to say like what. Like I don't know how to say.
a lot. So, I feel so bad, but I hate when men call me mommy. I
It's
will be
'cause
like,
they-
Caliente mommy.
no, I hate
It's
that
'cause,
because I'm
yeah.
not your mother. And I told this guy that he told something mommy, like they think they're being cute and like whatever, like it's not whatever. So I told him, I was like, and I'm sure you have a great mother. So you don't have to, call me mother. I am Shayla. There's other Shay, whatever you want to call me.
That's because he
And
wanted you
I
to be
know
like,
you
Daddy.
felt some type of way.
Probably.
Shayla, he wanted to be like, hey, Daddy.
They think it's so. I mean, and there are some other women that are okay with that, but I hate when people call me mommy. Like,
No, one of the things that I hate
I'm not
is
your
because,
mother.
like, yes, I am plus size. Yes, I have curves. Yes, I'm thick in the right places,
Period.
right? But I hate when they sit there and they'll be like, oh, you thick booty chocolate mommy. And I'm like,
Guys think that's so attractive, and it's not. I had this one guy tell me, literally walked up to me and said that he would dip me. See, I didn't even start.
Just by the dip, why you're dipping me anyway.
all right, go ahead,
Y'all,
go
it
ahead.
turned me off so bad. He said he would dip me in a bucket of chocolate with strawberries and eat it. I don't even know. Never seen him before. I was scared.
Get you with that.
It scared me rather than attracted me to him. Like it really stuff. But I didn't. Again, I don't know how to say.
I'd be like, no, thank you.
I don't even know.
I'm
Like
allergic to chocolate and strawberries.
Nah, you see, my thing is, me and like my friends and I were very like blunt when it comes to those things. Cause like we've had guys, like I remember this one guy came up to me, he's like, Dad, you thick like gravy. And like we all looking, I was like, obviously I had to curse a little bit. I was like, bleep, you're disgusting. I was like, go kiss your mama with that mouth, right? And he got real upset, and it's just like, why are you getting upset? Because you tried to degrade
I'm
me
not
to
a
some
dog.
gravy.
Like
I'm a Thanksgiving condiment.
what made you say I'm gonna go up to that girl right there and say I'm gonna dip her in some chocolate and strawberries? Like what in the world? What was I supposed to say? Let's go. Like what was I supposed to say?
What's your like most memorable pickup line? Like other than this, because I feel like this is bad.
Oh my God.
But like cute.
This is so
and
funny.
Like, oh my God.
Oh, see, cute. No. Oh,
Cute pickup.
it wasn't a pickup line. Though. It was an action.
Okay,
It was
that's
okay.
That's even better.
Okay, it was right when Corona broke out, right? I went to a gas station. Shout out to this guy because we're gonna go with the story anyway. So I went to a gas station, and at this time, you guys know anything like Lysol, sanitizer, mask, anything of like Corona precaution related is out of stock or like they're price gouging. So the hand sanitizer this small to go in your keys was $6, and I thought that was a ripoff. So I said, I'm not going to buy that. There was a guy who walked up behind me. He had to be like 6'4", y'all. He was Aki. You know I love the Aki dudes. Okay. He was brown skin.
Okay.
And once I told the cashier, like, no, I'm not going to buy that, he was like, I'd rather pay $6 than be at risk of getting corona. I turned around and did my little... And, you know, I kept it moving with my purchase because, like I told y'all, it's not that I'm, like, playing hard to get, but it's like, you're a stranger and I don't have to talk to you.
Right.
So I'm like, dang, I really did want that sanitizer, but it's cool. So I went in my car, and it was this nice car that was, like, on. I don't even remember what it was. Mm-hmm. We're going to say it was a Tesla for now. Mm-hmm. But it was a nice car. It was on, running, all of that. And I put my key in my ignition. As soon as I was about to pull off, y'all, I went to look in my left mirror. And someone tapped on my right. Knock, knock, knock. And I look over, and he had 2 hand sanitizers in his hand at my window. And he was like, yeah, I couldn't let you. He said, I couldn't let you catch the Rona like that. So he gave me a sanitizer.
Did you get his number?
No, it was the smoothest thing ever. Rebecca, first of all.
You would have saw that right when
it caught me off guard. This was 3 a.m. This was like just a late night gas station run. I wanted some snacks, you know. And it was just, I had my bonnet on, oversized t-shirt. No, Rebecca, for real, I looked a hot
okay,
mess.
But girl, I would, right with that.
What am I supposed to say?
I'm grabbing hand sanitizer and putting that thing apart.
That's why you should never lower your standards.
I looked a hot mess, y'all.
This man really went.
It was so smooth. Like, I really was about to pull off and put it in reverse, and he just had it in his hand. He didn't say no words. It was just in his hand. And then I rolled the window down, and he handed it to me. He was like, I'd rather you not catch the Rona like that.
You gotta keep going to that gas station.
I did. I never saw him again. You guys. And then he sped off in the nice car.
Oh.
The car was
girl, well, you're bugging because I'd put my car right in park, and I would have.
No, he left.
Girl, you could have knocked too. Where we going? The heck?
Rebecca, it was so fast.
You would be smooth right with him. You'd be smooth right with him.
I couldn't. The only thing I could think of was...
That's so cute.
Fuck, I look a hot mess. Like, that's the only thing I could think of. Like, I look a hot mess.
But okay.
No, he wanted me to be Rona free. Thank you. Okay. Sir, if you ever see this, hit my DM, okay?
Oh my gosh.
It's so fun, y'all.
No, I don't have a cute one.
So, you know, when I was a party fiend, right?
Okay.
You know, Corona stopped that. So I holified myself, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I remember, like, we were leaving this party, and, like, you know, it was a Caribbean party. So, you know, we all... Anyway. So, like, we're about to leave, and, like my friend was like, Rebecca, let's go. Like, it's like, it was so hot. You know, black people, we make our own heat.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm done dancing with this guy, right? And, like, as I'm about to pull off, he grabs my hand, not even aggressively. It was just like took my hand, kissed it. He was just like, so you're just not going to let me get your number?
Girl, good night.
What's this? You said prior to Rona, right? Let me kiss in my hand. Oh, okay.
No, because
so all my men out there, just know you gotta kiss her hand.
Right, just kiss Rebecca's hand and you in.
Shayla. I felt like I was Cinderella and my hand was the shoe. Like, his lips like touched right here. He had the big.
How would
lips.
I feel if a stranger kissed my hand?
I wouldn't.
But I remember, guys, I was dancing with. I was already dancing with him, and I was doing. I was doing my.
So y'all already was feeling each other throughout the night.
You know? You know, and then his lips was real soft and
so you guys digits.
Girl.
But yeah.
You guys digits.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he had a girlfriend, so that's it. It was cute though. It was smooth. He had a girlfriend.
What?
It was smooth, but he had a girlfriend.
That makes it not smooth.
Like that just really
before it was smooth.
It would make the whole moment just nasty.
Okay, but I found out after the fact. So in
how did you find out? Did he tell you?
Because I was like, you know how like on Instagram, like you can connect like to see your numbers, you can follow. So that I found his Instagram, and I see him kissing up on a girl, like happy, like 2nd anniversary, baby, like I love you.
So do you air him out?
Girl, I screenshot it. I said, so your girlfriend know you kissing people's hands? And
No, do you air him out to the woman?
She's not gonna trust him. I mean, she's not gonna trust Rebecca.
First of all, I don't.
She'd be like, "Why you want my man?"
I don't, like what she would have looked at me like I was like she would have tried to come crazy for me because you know females love to do that, and it's just like
especially you have no proof.
Like, okay, he was at a party. How do I know he was kissing her? So I just got his number out of that thin air. So God said, "Here, text this number and see what happens." No, baby girl, your man's a bozo. He's a bum,
and that's why we have the famous saying.
Men ain't
okay.
Yes, that's what I. That's why I was like, I don't want to say it, but again,
time and time
are
again.
females that are.
But
I've never met one.
This is why I always tell men. I was like,
female?
I've never met a female that's seriously trifling. Like some men say that.
Oh no, I have.
Oh girl, I know a few. I know a few.
Living lavish.
Oh wait, are we talking about girls who come at other girls? Or are we talking?
No. No, girls who are like trifling, like cheating, and like
No, I
know a few. Girl, I know a few.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, real
but
down. They dope people to party with. They just terrible at relationships.
Feel like women do not ask for a lot though. Like as long as you give a girl attention.
No, but to see, I hate when people say that though,
good.
because that kind of downplays what like a woman needs. Because the last thing you could give me attention, but at the same, you could give a dog attention too.
Yeah, but money doesn't like.
But to me,
I got my own.
But to me, you have to show me that you're worthy to be in a relationship. You have to hold yourself to the same standards that I met you with.
But you also got to clock yourself.
Of course, I'm accountable to my own actions too. I always am very clear about my flaws. I'm like. I have very bad trust issues. So you'll tell me something and I'll be like,
See, some people can take that and like run with it. Like some people take that and then like use it against you in the future.
That comes up,
like
you in those trust issues.
Yeah, but like I've had this one guy, he said to me, he's just like, everybody has trust issues. Like I know that, but he's just like, but at the end of the day, you learn not to be bitter with it. And when he said that, I wanted to be offended a little bit because like, why do I have to be bitter with trust issues?
Right.
But then I understood what he was trying to say because some girls like they'll have trust issues and just be bitter and picky the entire time. Like that's why I can't trust men. And it's just like relax. But
before we head out of here, because I understand that we have 4 minutes left. So before we head out of here, we had 3 minutes left. We have some questions that somebody wanted to ask, but since we won't get to all, I'll choose one. Because we were already talking about this, someone said, I think my partner is cheating. When should I begin to speculate? I guess when should they make a move about it?
As soon as she had that thought.
Right. The moment that she had a feeling, I would have brought it up to him. And if he sits there and he, like, a lot of men, they'll gaslight. They'll be like, what are you talking about?
Before I bring it up, I would have some.
Yeah, like, you need to have some type of inkling. Like, what made you think that? Like, if he started being distant, like, if he started being distant, like, I'm not talking about, like, chase him down in your car type of, like, proof. But I'm saying, like, do your, be observant.
Right.
Check. Like, I would go a week. I wouldn't go longer than 2 weeks.
Right.
But, I'm going to do my due diligence to see your actions in the course of a week or a week and a half. And when I bring it up to you, whichever one that you dismiss me on, that's going to give me my answer. Because the way that you respond is how I will know.
And that's on that, Rebecca. Ladies, give me your socials. Give everyone your socials before you head out.
At Fun with Shed.
Especially Becca.
And as always, thank you so much for coming to talk with your girl, MiraB, on Tea with MiraB. You guys are locked into the #1 show where Jersey supports Jersey. Up next, we have Deeper Than Comedy. DJ Bam, hit us with that Jersey Spotlight artist.
Every day that I keep holding on to you, I find